I had 150 clients, and my management company was the biggest in the town. And I was listed as one of the 10 managers that matter most in movies. I had a good eye for talent. I could tell when somebody had the magic of a movie star, the presence of a movie star. The charisma of Tony and his personality is what I want to get on the screen, because he's a unique guy. He is a smart guy. He's a street guy. He's also a very soulful guy and a deeply nice guy. When you get all those things on screen, Tony will show that presence. And there's no doubt in my mind that people will really enjoy watching him on screen. I think he'll be extraordinarily successful. Well, I've made 46 movies in all genres, from I think the highest, most profitable comedy, Look Who's Talking, to a lot of $100 million box office films, Face Off, Phenomenon, Michael, Swordfish, lots of them. The interesting thing is that he learned how to produce in like 5 minutes, because in pre-production we had only like 2 weeks in pre-production to put a whole crew together, basically 4 crews, because in reality shows you use 4 to 6 cameras, and it's not like in a movie where the cameras are covering the actors at different angles. You got 4 movies going on where each camera is tracking someone else. So he was able to put together a crew, get the equipment, work as a line producer, work as a creative producer. And I was pretty blown away. Tony was out there every day. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, get back in there. I want this scene to go this way. This wasn't good enough. And I remember on a scene where one of the girls' boyfriend comes and finds her in bed with another guy, and he choreographed it like a boxing match, which he was a professional boxer, 19 knockouts in a row. But he said, I want this guy to jump over the bed and be hitting him as the girl gets scared and runs out of the room. And it was very cool to see him do that. And he has a great way with talent, which a producer has to have. In other words, he can make people on the set and in front of the camera that are nervous, he can calm them down, and he can get them ready for the set when they need to be on the set. And there's basically 5 stages of producing: 1, coming up with the idea; 2, developing the script; 3, packaging the director and the stars; 4, financing; and 5, physical production. And Tony is one of the few people that can do all of those things. And it's like he was able to do those things with no experience, and now with the experience he has, he now is able to do those 5 stages of production pretty much effortlessly, which makes him a really good producer. He has good original ideas. I've seen stuff he's written out in outline form, in script form, so he knows how to develop an idea into a screenplay, stage 2. I've seen him work with directors and attach them to the project, and work with actors and get actors involved in projects, stage 3. And I've seen him get the financing for things, stage 4, and I've seen him in physical production, which makes him a really good producer. His persistence and his dogmatic personality and his attitude of, he won't take no for an answer, but his judgment that he'll listen to me, that's kind of unusual, that somebody is forceful but open-minded. And he has both those traits. He listens, not just to me, but he listens to other people's ideas. So he's very unusual in that respect, that he's got this enormous amount of energy and talent, but he's open-minded to hear what might not be right. And I enjoy working with him, and we discuss issues and what scene should go next and what scene should be cut. And he's very collaborative, and I really like that about him, that he's got the energy, but he's collaborative. Now, that's producing and acting, and Tony also is a director. He directed that. Tony was able to catch things on the fly that happened that were interesting. I mean, he kept his eyes open. So when the girls would start doing something, if he liked it, he would tell them to keep going. And if it wasn't good, he'd shut it down. And that's part producer and part director. Because a producer is also supposed to make sure that the shared vision gets seen on screen, but the director is supposed to, especially in a no-scripted reality show, the director is supposed to be able to pick up interesting moments on the run. So after talking about Tony, here is Tony.
Being partners with one of the biggest producers that ever walked on earth, Mr. Jonathan Krane. He's given me the honor to pass the torch down to me. I'm going to learn a lot from him. What do you think of that idea?
I think it's great. And I think you'll really do it right. Because, man, did we have a lot of experience on the other one.
Yes.
So I think that whatever you do is going to turn out good. I have faith in you, man.
You know, John, that gives me another idea.
See, I told you, Tony comes up with ideas. You know, you just saw it here. I just got to check out if it's going to be capable on this particular film. So it's not impossible.
Maybe we can package that for our own Bridgegate company.
Well, it's not impossible. And we're going to do live feeds from the set to the internet. The idea that you know.
We can throw that to Bridgegate. And
we might be able to do that.